Tonight on Connecticut's news station, a local family speaks out after their son was killed in Israel. And an officer reinstated after an arrest caught on camera brings community frustration. And affordable housing back on the table.
We're trying to come up with solutions that work for both sides because we need both sides.
Why activists are saying they need landlords and tenants to work together for solutions. And Read Across America finds new support in the form of a New England patriot.
It means the world to me. Growing up, I thought football was the most important thing in the world. But I learned just how empowering reading could be to a person's life.
How he's inspiring kids to love books.
There's a new officer in town, and she's got an important job to do. I'll explain coming up.
Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Jen Bernstein.
And I'm Ben Goldman. New tonight, the family of Alon Ganellis, the West Hartford man who was shot and killed in Israel this week, is speaking out for the first time tonight.
Fox 61's Gabby Molina live in West Hartford with more on their message. Gabby.
Ben and Jen, Alon Ganellis' two younger brothers, as well as the rabbi that traveled to Israel with the family to lay him to rest, all shared their memories of him today here at the Jewish Federation of Greater Hartford. 26-year-old Ganellis was shot and killed earlier this week when he was on his way to a wedding in the West Bank. 3 Palestinians were arrested on Wednesday for the shooting at the same time as Ganellis was being laid to rest at a funeral that thousands of people attended.
There was not even standing room in the cemetery. All stripes and all types from all different walks of life came out to show their support.
We didn't expect so many people to show up, but it was so powerful to see so many people come. Such a sense of unity and brotherhood.
While the brothers grew up here in West Hartford, they also had a close connection to Israel. Ganellis served in the Israeli army. He was currently living in New York City and worked as a geospatial consultant for a company. Now, his brothers say that they remember him as being incredibly smart, incredibly outgoing. They said that he had a lot of friends, and they said that he had the best memory, and he could finish a crossword puzzle or beat anybody in trivia faster than anybody else. Live in West Hartford, Gabby Molina, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Gabby, thank you. Following new developments tonight, a hunter who killed and skinned what he thought were 2 coyotes, but later discovered were pet German shepherds, has been criminally charged. Back in November, the dogs escaped their owner's yard in Ridgefield. Today, Mike Konchak appeared in court for the first time. A judge rejected Konchak's request for a probation program that could have resulted in the charges being erased. Konchak now facing several charges, including tampering with evidence, forgery, and hunting-related violations.
And now to a Fox follow-up. A fired cop is the talk of the town in Torrington today. His firing for excessive use of force was overturned by an arbitration board, and now he's making his case to be reinstated. Fox 61's Matt Karen is in Torrington after talking to people on both sides of the issue.
Well, an arbitration board determined that former Torrington Police Sergeant Gerald Peters should get his job back, along with all pay retroactive to when he was fired. But the city says they'll appeal that decision. This incident in 2021 is what got Sergeant Gerald Peters fired.
We've had enough. Are you done yet?
You can see the Torrington cop pepper spray Chris Spetland, grabbing his neck, taking him to the ground. Was it excessive use of force? And should he get his job back? Questions we took to the community.
I do believe he should have his job back.
It's very important for our police officers to build trust in the community, and that means coming at a situation as least violent as possible.
Peters, 55 years old and a 19-year veteran of the force, made his case Wednesday night in front of the city's Board of Public Safety.
Love my city, would love to come back, love to get back to work. If they want to appeal, then we'll continue with litigation.
The meeting comes after a state labor arbitration board disagreed with his firing. But now the city of Torrington is appealing their decision.
It just tells me at this point that I don't have the support to be a police officer, police sergeant, supervisor, commanding officer of a shift. I just don't have the support to do that, and it's upsetting.
We found residents on both sides of the issue.
I know a lot of members on the force, and they are absolutely amazing. They're a great group of people, so I support them 100%.
It was him asserting his power over that individual. It could have been handled a little better.
Now, I did speak off camera today with Torrington City Attorney, who told me the reason that they're appealing this decision has to do with the standard that's been set for police use of force, which they say in this case does not show that Sergeant Peters' safety was in imminent danger. Reporting in Torrington, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. We are once again in a weather watch alert tonight. A wintry mix is coming our way.
A lot of red here. You can see we're taking weather very seriously this week. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us. Hi, Rach.
Yeah, we just want to make sure everybody's aware that there could be some travel issues for tomorrow night into part of Saturday morning, depending on where you live. So we are in a weather watch alert mode for snow, for ice, and also for rain. We're not going to get as much snow this time around as we did with the last event because we'll have some sleet and rain on top. We'll see the most accumulation in the hills, the least at the shoreline. And while we are expecting gusty winds that could reach up to 40 miles per hour, not enough for outages. Again, the biggest impact will be for slippery roads, especially towards the tail end or after the evening commute tomorrow night. So if you do have travel plans later tomorrow night into first thing Saturday morning, I would just say keep watching the forecast. This is where the storm is located, so it still has quite a distance to travel. It's in Texas right now, and it's producing severe weather and even tornadoes at the moment. We're not expecting anything like that. Meantime, our mind is so far away from winter weather as temperatures are in the 40s to near 50 degrees. There is so much melting. If you look at the ground outside today, you'll see a lot of water running through the streets. Again, nothing falling from the sky. It's just everything melting away. Tonight, we'll see overnight lows close to 30 degrees. We start the day off tomorrow with some sunshine, then we'll see increasing clouds. We are dry all day long, and then we'll see that mix developing between 7 and 10 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll take a look at the future radar, help you plan your Friday night and weekend ahead coming up.
See you shortly, Rachel. Thank you. Police are investigating in the Elm City after a knife was brought to a school. The spokesperson for New Haven Schools saying that a student showed the knife to other students. We're told the knife was immediately confiscated and nobody was injured.
State police have made an arrest after a search of Smokey's convenience store on Main Street in Hartford. Investigators say this comes after a 3-month investigation into an alleged retail theft ring. Police say Smokey's purchased stolen items bought to the store by shoplifters, and then they would resell them. The store owner, Kashif Khalifa, and an employee, Homesh Pulipati, were arrested and expected to appear in court by the end of the month.
In Waterford, police are asking for the public's help in the search for a suspect accused of stealing steak, shrimp, and beer. It happened at the Stop and Shop Sunday at around 7 p.m. Police say the man walked away with around $200 worth of products. If you have any information, contact Waterford Police.
In Oxford, one victim remains in the hospital tonight after a rollover accident. This happening at 7 a.m. this morning on South Den Road. We know one person was taken to the hospital, but we didn't know their condition or injury severity. As soon as we learn more information, we'll provide an update.
Well, new tonight at the Capitol, lawmakers once again tackling the issue of affordable housing here in Connecticut.
The legislature's Housing Committee is meeting right now discussing and voting on 16 different proposals.
We go to Fox 61's political reporter Emma Wolfhorst joining us in studio with an update on this meeting tonight. Emma?
Yeah, Ben, Jen, I was just watching this meeting. It's still going on. The Housing Committee originally met for 2 hours this morning and then reconvened at 2:30 this afternoon. Voting on these bills finally starting at 3:30. So far, they're just halfway through that list of 16 bills, nearly 6 hours in. But during the recess, I did speak with committee co-chair and ranking member who told me more about these proposals.
This is a priority, I think, for everybody in the state that we get this done, but we want to get it done right.
A major issue this legislative session, housing.
We put over 30 hours in on public hearings just in the last 2 weeks.
A divisive topic, these lawmakers say it needs multiple solutions.
Residents need housing. The housing providers want residents to have the housing. If we keep having them combative, this is going to cause continued issues. So what we're trying to do is try to come up with solutions to make that easier.
Some of those solutions coming in the form of 16 different bills on the agenda Thursday, dealing with ensuring housing is safe and sanitary, changes to tenant screening, bond funding to increase affordable housing, expanding renters' rights, and more.
I expect us to cover all of them, no matter how many hours it takes to get to number 16.
While Republicans do have some concerns about certain parts of these bills, there is bipartisan support for many of the proposals.
I do feel confident we can still have some further conversations, but where we're at today, I don't know if we're going to make much headway today, but I think down the road we can still continue to have those dialogues.
Legislators across the aisle committed to staying as long as it takes to discuss all these bills.
We don't do this work and listen to hours and hours and hours of testimony and not move it. So everybody will not agree, but I think we have the majority of votes that we need to move all of these out.
Yeah, and that highly watched rent cap proposal actually not on the committee's agenda today, but the bills approved by the Housing Committee tonight will either head to other committees for further discussion or to a vote on the floor eventually. Lawmakers tell me they expect all 16 of these proposals to eventually pass. Ben?
We'll wait and see what happens, Emma. Thank you. Some exciting news for Hartford Healthcare as the Mattel Children's Foundation gifted over 1,000 toys this afternoon, from monster trucks to Barbie fashionistas to stuffed animals. Kids of all ages got their picks of an exciting set of toys. Hartford Healthcare employees say how exciting things like this are to the area as toys headed to those most in need.
It's giving them a little piece of excitement and a little piece of hope. It's, more than a Barbie, more than a Lego. This is, something that's really special to them. And my hope is that it shows them that they can trust us and they can feel safe with us and let us continue to take care of them.
The toys also will be distributed to other hospitals across Hartford Healthcare, including Bacchus Hospital, Charlotte Hungerford Hospital, Midstate Medical Center, Natchog Hospital, St. Vincent's Medical Center, and the Hospital of Central Connecticut.